Hello students, in previous video we have studied preparation and physical properties of bases. In this video we will study chemical properties of bases. So chemical properties of bases, first one, strong alkalis absorb carbon dioxide from the air to form carbonates. Now what does this mean? Strong bases like NaOH, KOH, they have the ability to absorb carbon dioxide and results in the formation of carbonates and along with that water. Second chemical property is neutralization. Acids combine with base and results in the formation of salt and water. This we have done before also. That is, for example, CaOH twice when react with acid HCl, it results in the formation of a salt CaCl2 and along with that water is formed. Same way, FeOH twice reacts with acid and forms FeCl2 plus H2O. Now third chemical property is they precipitate as insoluble metallic hydroxides when added to the solution of the salts of heavy metals like copper, iron and zinc. Students, if you remember, these reactions we have already done in chapter number 4, that is analytical chemistry. Now let's take an example. When blue color copper sulfate reacts with little quantity of ammonium hydroxide, double decomposition reaction occur. Positive of the first part combines with the negative of the second and positive of the second combines with negative of the first, resulting in the formation of salt of ammonium and along with that pale blue precipitate of copper hydroxide, which is soluble in excess of ammonium hydroxide. Same way, zinc sulfate when combines with sodium hydroxide strong alkali, it forms gelatinous white precipitate of zinc hydroxide. The last one, green color ferrous sulfate when react with sodium hydroxide, it results in the formation of dirty green precipitate of ferrous hydroxide. Now come to the note. The hydroxide of zinc, aluminium and lead being amphoteric in nature, that is, they react with both acid and a base, dissolves in excess of sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide and results in the formation of soluble salt, for example, sodium zincate along with that water. Students, this reaction also we have already done in chapter number 4, analytical chemistry. Now come to the fourth point. When salts of ammonium combines with the bases and heated, it results in the formation of pungent smelling gas, that is ammonia. For example, NH4Cl when combines with NaOH, it forms NaCl plus H2O plus NH3. Same way, NH4Cl when combines with CaOH twice and heated, it forms CaCl2 plus H2O plus ammonia. Then sulfate of ammonium when combines with a strong base KOH and heated, it forms salt K2SO4, water and along with that ammonia gas is released. So whatever ammonium salts we will take, when it combines with the strong bases, it results in the formation of ammonia gas. Now next come to the uses of some bases. It is given in this table on page number 46. First one, sodium hydroxide, which is used for the manufacture of soap. Potassium hydroxide, manufacture of salts and soaps and also used in batteries. Calcium hydroxide, it is used for preparing bleaching powder. Magnesium hydroxide is used as an antacid. That means if the person has excess of HCl in the body, which can be neutralized with the help of magnesium hydroxide to reduce the acidity in our stomach. Fifth one, aluminium hydroxide is used as a foaming agent in fire extinguisher. That is, it is used to prepare foam in fire extinguisher. Ammonium hydroxide is used to remove grease stains from the cloth. Magnesia, it is used in making bricks. Calcium oxide is used as a drying agent, means it is used as a drying agent to dry most of the gases like hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen. So it is very important base.